Stop, watch shit don't never stop. This the flow that got the block hot. Shit got super hot. Hey, give me my respect.
What is up, guys? It's your boy Raw, and we're back with another video today. And if you didn't catch my last video, I am doing a daily upload for every day of June. I'm getting back on that grind. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subs. So if this video helps you guys, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I am wearing my Liverpool shirt. This is the Champions League final on tonight, so hopefully the boys can do it. I don't need to keep you guys waiting any longer. Let's get straight into this tutorial. I hope this helps you get some wins in Myteam Unlimited. Let me know in the comments how you go. Enjoy, guys. And just before we get started, guys, a lot of people ask, how do you get the lines to show up on the court? All you want to do is come down to here. Offensive play vision, you want to go to all plays, play vision display full, and play calling messages show all. That's it, guys. You'll see all the lines in the past the players take on the court. Without further ado, let's get into these money plays. Enjoy this tutorial, guys. Peace. Alright, guys, first up we got fist 24 corner give. As you can see, we run it through the point guard, hand it off to our shooting guard, protect the ball, bump the point guard's man, hand it back off to the top of the key, open three. Most of the time there, guys, quick hitting 3-point play. So once again, we're going to second option, we're going to run fist 24 give through the point guard. This time we're going to ignore the handoff to the point guard, and if we watch the stretch big, which is Karl Malone at the power forward, he's going to roll to the corner, get screened by our small forward, and splash the three. Fist 35 horns X, which is pick and roll play, run through the shooting guard. As you can see there, he gets the down screen from your center, flares out for the open three. Now the second option here, if he doesn't get the screen, as you can see there, we missed the screen, he gets covered. If you got a stretch big, it turns into a pick and fade, he'll roll over to the corner and hit the baseline 3 or 2. Next up we got fist 51 hawk. As you can see there, we run it through the point guard. Now this is great for a point guard with a quick shooting release. You get the double screen there, and as you can see I had Steph Curry at the time, so it's easy to pop the 3, you get the space. Now the other option is probably the best option. You're going to wait for that double screen again. You run it through your point guard and look at the wing, which is Melo at this stage. You get the double screen, Melo's going to flare out, get the screen, and it's just an open 3 most of the time. So next up we got fist 52 give. We run it through our wing player, which is T-Mac. So you can see here we wait for it to trigger. We're going to run around, bump his man. He's going to run to the opposite wing, pass it over as it gets screened. It's going to be an open 3 most of the time. So second option, we're going to run it again through T-Mac. This time we run around, wait for it to trigger. We give the handoff. This time we actually get the handoff to the power forward. Great for a stretch big with a quick release. Easy 3. So next we got cut 5 give alley. We're going to run it through our small forward, which is Karolinko, but we're actually going to pass it to our center. As you can see there, our center flares out to the corner, gets the screen from the power forward. Beautiful for a stretch big. Second option, run it through the small forward again. We're actually going to give it off to the small forward, bump the point guard's man. Once again, great for a point guard with a quick release, and we're going to splash the quick handoff 3. Next we got give 31 horns quick. As you can see, we're going to run it through the point guard. We hand it off to our small forward. We're going to ignore the handoff to the point guard, and then we're going to see our shooting guard, which is KD, flare out on the other side, get the down screen from our power forward, and splash the open 3. Now this variation of the play, we're going to run it through the point guard again. This time we're ignoring the small forward, and as he's going to get a screen as he runs across the court, open 3. So as you can see here, we're going to show you that play again. We're going to ignore that first handoff, and the small forward is just going to continue running, get the screen from your power forward across the face of the goal, and he's going to splash the 3. Now this time what you want to do, the last variation of this play, if that doesn't work out, you're just going to get a simple pick and roll. As you can see here, we don't get him open, so we're just going to get the pick and roll. The power forward's going to roll the bucket. Easy money. Next we have high 5 give, which is a post up high. You're going to run through your big. This is a beautiful cutting play. As you can see, you hand it off to your power forward. Your point guard's going to run through and just get an easy cut. And the second variation to this, guys, pretty simple. You give it off to your power forward. Your point guard's going to run around for the cut. You can either attack if you've got a good finisher, or you can give off to the help that comes over on the opposite corner. Next up we got ISO 32 quick, guys. I'm going to run it through T-Mac here. Great for an ISO player. The first option, he's going to get a screen from the shooting guard, and if he's open, just fire away. Easy open 3. The second option, guys, as we come down the court here, we're going to hand it off to T-Mac. He probably won't get open, so we're going to bump the point guard's man, protect the ball, bump point guard. Giannis runs to the corner. It's another open 3. Now the third variation to this play, as you can see, we get covered on the first one. We could have probably passed the point guard there, but Vince Carter wraps around and gets the double screens in the opposite corner. Next we got punch 13 box rip, guys. I'm going to run it through T-Mac here. As you can see, T-Mac comes up and gets it. Look at our power forward, run across, get double screens. Great for a stretch big. He's going to catch his man on the screens, open 3. Now the second variation to this is a good alley-oop play. Once again, we're going to put it down to T-Mac. Malone doesn't really get open. We're going to pass it down to our point guard. T-Mac's going to wrap around, and it's going to be an easy alley-oop to T-Mac. Next, we got punch 34 rip quick. I'm going to run it through our power forward, which is Malone. We're going to run to the spot, watch Malone run to the top of the key. We're going to give the handoff back to our point guard. Malone will run down low, give a screen for our small forward who will flare out, get the screen, open 3. Now the next variation to this play is going to follow the exact same steps. Run it through Malone, give it to himself the key, hand off to our point guard. This time T-Mac won't get open. So it's just simply put it back down to the post. It's a one-on-one, give it to your post player and finish off easy bunny. Next play is punch 42 floppy high. I really don't know who comes up with these names, but anyway, we're running it through Vince Carter. As you can see here, we've got a lot of movement, throws the opponent off. Vince Carter's going to flare out for the open 3, gets the screen from power forward and splashes the 3. This is very good for an ISO player as well, good guard player, post player. So here, Vince Carter's not going to get open, and everyone's going to spread the floor, leave T-Mac down in the post, and as you know, T-Mac's great in the post, good ISO, and it's usually easy money. Next play, guys, we got punch 45 elbow rip. Pretty simple play, guys. I probably wouldn't recommend this one against off-ballers though, just because they'll probably cut it off using the center. But anyway, we get it down low to our center. As you can see here, our power forward's going to wrap around. We're going to throw up the oop. It's just an easy 2 every time. As long as they're not off-balling, they'll usually not cut it off. So here we go again. We're going to pass it into Wilt. This time we're not going to throw the oop, we're just going to get the screen from Malone. Malone's going to cut under, we're just going to do a normal pass. But yeah, as you can see, it's going to be cut off easily if it's an off-baller. Another variation to this, which is definitely good against off-ballers, is pass it down the center, ignore the handoff, then we're just going to bump the point guard's man, and it's going to be an open 3 at the top of the key. I'm sure most of you know this play by now. It's punch loop 25. So we're going to run it through our big man. It's going to get our shooting guard open to start with. As you can see here, our shooting guard is going to run across the 3-point arc, get 2 screens. There's 1, there's 2, KD wide open 3. Now the second variation to this, punch loop 25. We're going to wait for KD to run across the face. There he goes right there. We're going to pass it into Antoine Jameson. And then we're going to wait for KD to flare out, and there he goes again. Nice easy 3. Now the third variation to this, we're going to call it again through our big. KD is going to wrap around. He doesn't get open. We ignore that pass. We run to the spot, and KD is going to flare up the middle, get the double screens again. Easy money. So I'll just show you that last variation again because we didn't get open for the 3, but he usually runs to the top of the key for the 3. So here we go. KD runs across the face, we ignore the pass into the post, we run to the spot, and as you can see, our 2 bigs will set double screens for KD running up the middle, and an open 3 at the top of the key. Next up we have punch loop 43, which is similar to punch loop 25, but I'll show you where it's different. It's very handy to have. So here we go, it's the same sort of play as punch loop 25. As you can see, Vince Carter runs across the face there for the open 3. Now this is where it's different to punch loop 25. What you're going to do is ignore Vince's handoff. So as you go here, we run it through T-Mac again. Vince is going to come around, we're going to ignore the pass. Now watch our power forward. Our power forward gets the screen from the center and he flares out for the 3. So it's very handy to have to catch your opponent off guard. Here we go again. So Malone's going to flare out. This time he's not going to be open, so we hold the ball. This time we pass it into T-Mac, and once again, it's just a one-on-one in the post with your big guard. Alright guys, now for the 3-point plays. First up, we got quick 2 dive corner. This is a great easy play. Running for Vince Carter here. We're going to run to the spot. He's going to wrap around Wilt. And he's going to cut under the ring. Another play you don't really run for off-ballers, but it's really good if he's not off-balling. The second variation here, guys, we're going to run to the spot. This time Vince wraps around. He's not going to get open. Now he's going to get the double screen. He's going to flare out to the corner, and it's just going to be an easy shot most of the time. So this time when we're coming up, we're going to call it through Vince again. He's going to wrap around and cut under the basket. He's not going to be open, so we're going to hold the ball. Just hold, protect the ball. Vince is going to wrap around. He's not going to be open. He's going to wrap right around this time. He doesn't get open on the first corner. He keeps wrapping around to the wing and splashes the open 3. Next up, we got quick 2 fist 71. We're going to run through Vince again. Here we go. We get the double screens. We're going to attack the ring. Our bigs are going to roll to the ring, Easy pick and roll play right there. The second variation, we're going to run it through Vince again. We run to the spot, keep your eye on Vince. We run around the 2 screens. Vince rolls to the corner and he's going to splash an open 3. Well, it wasn't really open, but you got to love 2K. And then the third variation, guys, we're going to get the double screen. Vince isn't going to get open in the corner. He's going to get screened. He's going to roll back out to the wing and it's going to be an open 3. Next up, guys, we got quick 2 floppy high, which is another great multiple option 3-point play. So we run it through Vince. Do not throw that first pass. Please ignore it. It'll get cut off every time. As you can see, Vince flares out, gets the screen from the power forward, splashes the deep 3. Now the second option of this really throws a lot of defenses off. As you can see here, we ignore that first pass. Vince will flare out. Vince doesn't get open. Now watch our wing player, T-Mac. The center screens for T-Mac. He gets the open 3. Really throws a lot of defenses off there. Off ball is nightmare. So once again, here we go. Ignore the first pass. Vince gets open, but we don't throw it. And it's simply, if he's not open, guys, it just turns into a simple pick and roll. And it's usually easy money from here. We throw the oop up to Will. Next, we got quick 2 give 14, guys. We run it through our shooting guard. Another great multiple option play. So we give it off to our power forward. We hand it back off to our point guard. Throw it down low to our center. Now watch our wing and shooting guard. It's just pick your poison. Whoever's more open, we give to Vince. He gets open on the wing for a 3. Now we're going to run the exact same play through Vince Carter again. And it's just pick your poison, guys. Whoever's more open, your small forward or your shooting guard. We're running the exact same path. Throw it down to Will. This time we're going to go to T-Mac, I'm pretty sure. Yep, gets the screen from T-Mac. And boom, hits another 3 for us. Next play, guys, quick 3 alley. This is a really effective play, so we call it for Vince. As you can see, Vince there, scooping around the baseline, gets the double screen for the open 3. That's a really quick hitting, easy play to run. So once again, the second variation, you can always throw it to T-Mac, guys. If you can see here, T-Mac flares out and he gets wide open after setting the screen. I didn't throw it to him, but I throw it to Vince, but I just put this in there to show you guys. You can always throw it to T-Mac or your wing player if they do get open. Now the third option on this, guys, coming down, we're going to run it for Vince again. Step back. We don't get open with Vince, so we throw it down to T-Mac. T-Mac bumps your point guard's man. The point guard will run to the corner, and it should be an open 3. So here we got quick 3 fist 15 horns. We're going to run it through our shooting guard, which is KD. As you can see, Steph comes around the screen there. KD wraps around to the wing, open 3. Now this is actually really good to put pressure on attacking the ring as well, guys. So here we have KD. Once you get that screen, feel free to attack the ring all the way. You don't have to pass it. If you can get the open drive, do that. But we pass it back out to Curry there. Another open 3. Next we got quick 3 horns flex. Another pretty simple play. We're going to run it through Vince again. Vince is going to come off the screen. We're going to pass it straight away. He's got a quick hitting 3 right at the top of the key, right there on the wing. Now the second variation to this, not often he will get open for that, but when he does, he wraps around. Now we're going to pass it to our center. Our point guard will go down and screen Vince as he flares out to the wing, and it's going to be an open 3 for Vince. Now the last option in this play, once again, run it through Vince, quick 3 horns flex. We're going to wait for Vince to flare out. He's not going to be open. We're going to hold the ball. Wilt will come out. We're going to ignore the pass, and it's just going to turn into a simple pick and roll. Pass it into your center, easy finish. So next up, we got quick 3 Rip Floppy, another pretty well-known play. Very good against off balls, multiple options. So we call it through our shooting guard. As you can see, our shooting guard and wing are going to flare out to the wings, and it's just going to be pick your poison once again. Whoever's more open, we choose Vince there. Once again, coming down the court, we're going to call it for Vince, quick 3 floppy. This is good to get your wing open if he doesn't have 3-point plays, so always remember that. As we see here, we're going to wait for T-Mac to get open. Carmine just doesn't even feel like screening, but we still get the open 3. And the last option here, we're going to wait. We're going to hand it off, and if you're not open, we're going to hold it with the wing, and your point guard's going to screen your shooting guard, who will be open at the top of the key. Alright, next up we got quick 15 elbow, another really handy play to have. We pass it down low to our big. Our point guard's going to screen our power forward, and if you got a nice power forward like we do there, Jameson, quick jump shot, stretch 4, easy 3-pointer with the kick out. This time we're going to ignore the pass to the big, and we're going to get a screen. We're going to run around the screen, and our big will go down and screen our shooting guard. We could have passed it there, but if he's not open on the wing, he will actually roll back to the corner. Here we have another 3-point play, quick 23 horns. Once again, another pick your poison. It's either going to be your shooting guard or your wing that's wide open. You just got to make the decision who's the more open for the first option. Now the second option, we're going to pass it off to Vince or T-Mac. Either one, we could have popped that, but if it's not open, your point guard will screen your other shooting guard, and your shooting guard will sink the three. Now the last option in this is if they're not open when you pass it off, so we're going to pass to Vince. He won't be open. Pass it back to the point guard. Vince is going to wrap right around the baseline, get a double screen on the opposite wing, and he'll flare out now, and he'll sink the open three. Next up, guys, and last but not least, we got quick 43 give loop, which works as like a punch 25 loop for your point guard. As you can see, we run it through Vince, we hand it off. Our point guard will run across the double screens, get on the opposite wing for the open three. Now the second variation to this, guys, you want to run it again through Vince Carter, your shooting guard, or whoever's got the 3-point play. You're going to ignore the handoff. Vince is going to run right the way around. Your center will set an extra screen, and he should get open in the corner. Open shot, easy money. And the last variation of this, guys, is pretty much the same as the last variation, but you just bump the shooting guard's man, and you give it to him at the top of the key. It's just a little bit quicker. If he does open, don't be scared to give it to him. Shoot the ball. That's it.